Okay, this is my audience. They're all over 14. Okay, first I'm going to name my resources. This is going to be green or greenwashing. And my first resource came from a Journal of Economic Issues. And the title was Fair Trade for All, How Trade Can Promote Development. The author was Winston Griffith. Also an article from U.S. News Report, World Report. And the title was Local Bottled Water, Green or Greenwashing. The author was a Mordecai Judicus. And also from Smithsonian.com, The Trouble with Bottled Water, author Elizabeth Royal. And then I found an article, Buying Green, on the CQ Researcher. And this came from a Jennifer Weeks. And my last one came from Inform Magazine. And the author was C. Watkins, and the title was How to Spot Greenwashing. The Federal Trade Commission has acted against 37 corporations for fraud towards consumers since first publishing regulations for pro-green marketing. Green is a generic term to describe any product or action to help the environment. These products are made with natural ingredients. It could also be organic eating, pesticide free, pesticide free. This is also conserving energy, or you could. It's also creating energy, windmills, and also recycling. Recycling plastic bottles. These are all forms of green. Americans are going to spend next year about $800 billion on green products. So that's a good incentive for companies out there to come up with some green products, seeing that Americans are, or this is the trend that we're going to. And businesses are going to use various strategies to put a spin on their projects, to make their products seem green, but not all products are going to be green. So this is what they call greenwashing. To determine the difference between green and greenwashing, there's some simple questions that you can ask to make sure that these are what they say they are. One is where did the material come from? For instance, this piece of paper. This piece of paper, was it recycled? Did it come from recycled paper? Of course, you can recycle it. Was the tree that was cut down? Was there another tree planted in its place? These are a form of eco-friendly green paper. And also, how healthy is the product? Did the product that is made that's green, is it toxic? Is there any pesticides involved in making the product, or is it in it already? Is it going to deplete the ozone? Also, how is the product disposed of? Is it recyclable? Is it biodegradable? Is it going to sit in a landfill for the next 300 years, which would disqualify it from being green? These are questions, simple questions you ask just to determine if it's a green or a greenwashing. One selling strategy that businesses will use to market is they will concentrate on one single environmental issue but fail to mention the other negative environmental issues. Another would be they'll label a product like a shampoo or a lotion. They'll label it as no animals were tested in the process of making this product, but they have no proof that or certification that this was done. Also, company will advertise that it's green because everything is natural. This product is natural or green. But if you read the ingredients, you might find it has mercury in it or it has an arsenic in it, and these, which are very poisonous, and it would be a toxic, so that would disqualify it from being a cream product. Also, there is they'll call it green, and it's kind of, their claims are really kind of irrelevant. They'll claim the product is CFC clean. CFCs it's a chlorofluorocarbon, and these were invented back in the 1930s, and it was alternate refrigerant chemical. Well, 3 or 4 years into having this chemical and using it, they found that it was one of the major depleters of the ozone, so they banned it in the U.S. And for someone to market their product that it's CFC free when it's been banned for the last 30 years would surely make this irrelevant. One of the more recent products that has been developed is by a company, Levi's and Strauss company, and they came out with a new eco-friendly line of clothing. And it's just really one piece of clothing. It's jeans. They're 529 vintage jeans, and just by reading the tags, you can read it has 100% organic cotton. Organic cotton basically is pesticide free, and also it's dyed with natural indigo. Natural indigo is non-toxic, so when you wash your jeans, it doesn't release any bad chemicals into our wastewater. And also, this product was developed with the Fair Trade. It's Fair Trade certified, which certifies that it wasn't used with child labor, and it helps with countries become more self-sufficient. But on the flip side, environmentalists will argue, okay, this is good. Levi's company has come out with this one eco-friendly, but Levi's Strauss is a very large company. They have thousands of lines of clothing that are made with non-organic cotton, with conventional cotton, and conventional cotton is the most pesticide-dependent crop in the United States, and that would make Levi's a pretty big contributor to that, seeing as all their clothing, thousands of lines of their clothing is dependent on this cotton. So what are Levi's intentions? Is this their one line of clothing and that's all they're going to say? Are they going to switch over to have some more lines, or is this this could be construed as greenwashing for profit with just saying they're a green company for this one line of clothing? Also have a bottled water. Bottled water, it's it's green enough. It's a plastic bottle. It can be recycled. The source comes pretty much from natural springs or your municipal water supply. So the process is there's no deadly toxic by process in the making of it either. So, but an environmentalist will come out and say, well, why spend so much money and energy on a product that's basically free that you can get out of your tap water? And they've done some research and they found that what it takes to make all the plastic bottles for bottled water just for the United States, it takes over 17 million barrels of oil just for the plastic bottles alone. And that doesn't count the energy it takes to filter the water and then distribute the water with trucks and petroleum and all that. So as consumers, you know, it's difficult to determine what is green and what is greenwashing. Buying a product labeled green takes a lot of scrutinizing. And even if you don't take part in a total green living lifestyle, you still deserve to get what you paid for.